Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Hello? Hello? Are we there yet? Are we there yet, Rook? What's going on, man? Hey, there we go. How is everyone's day? It's been a while. Yeah, we will turn this computer around right now. We're back. We made it home. We're alive. We didn't even go really exploring in Chinatown after we stopped the stream because nothing was open. And then the bike shop called us like 5 minutes after we dropped it off. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go eat at this Mexican spot. It's pretty cheap. It was delicious though. So we did that, and then we were gonna go for a bike ride, and we got shut down when we went to the park. Oh yeah, Sam helped the owners or the workers of the restaurant unpack the car, and then they gave him 2 $10 coupons for the restaurant. They're like, thank you very much, because it was all just like these little women carrying these massive things. So Sammy just like got up, he was done eating, started helping them. It was awesome. And then we tried to go for a bike ride, got shut down by the parks guy. He's like, there are no biking trails here, I'm sorry. We're like, okay. Go to stop at the Duck Hut to get some eggs. Only 1 dozen duck eggs left and a dozen chicken eggs. So we got both of those for $10. At least we're not gonna run out of eggs, but too many people are starting to know about this Duck Hut, guys. Ever since we've been telling you guys on stream, the pars have gone lower and lower. At least we lucked out with 1 dozen though. Such a gentleman indeed. Yep. Sammy's really good at lifting stuff up and putting it down though. It's like a part of him.
Only a couple more to 24.
Phew! 16 months. Yeah, only a couple more to 24. That is so crazy to think. Halfway through the year already. Quick, call the Mounties. Ah! And Rook. Thank you so much, you two, for everything that you've done for the channel. Really means a lot, guys. I can't believe it's been that long together. Annie, how are you? How's the new place? Are you settling in? Yeah, quick, call the Mounties. We have a plethora of maple syrup, AKA new emote. Woohoo! Do you guys feel like it's a little too dark? Do you think that looks more like a growler jug for beer rather than a maple bottle? We need to lighten it up. Maybe make the maple leaf red. How are we feeling about this? Because this is my first time kind of seeing it on here as well. Make it red. I'm with you, Vune. That would make more sense, right? Okay, perfect. Good chat, guys. I will talk to Solid a little bit later and we'll get that fixed. But other than that, I'm loving it. Also, you guys know what that means, those subs. I guess Rook told me he didn't want to be entered. into the giveaway. Vune, how are you feeling? You feeling like you want to get into this? I have no problem shipping stuff to you. Annie, you arranged for your piano to be moved. It's going to cost $1,600? But that's less than you thought? Okay, well that's all right then.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just buy a new piano. Not if the piano itself costs 24 grand.
Holy shit.
That's an investment. That's amazing, Annie.
That's awesome.
That's worth it then. Yeah, Vune, just start to barter. Nike, welcome back, man. Hojerific, good to see you again as well. Okay, Vune, you're getting in there. The Bard. Vune. First one of the week. Guys, there's only 15 days left to enter the giveaway, which is actually quite a long time. I made it a month long, so everyone would be able to resub as well if they so desired. Boom. Look at this. It's starting to fill up in there. I'm impressed. You invented a new word. Whenever someone says something weird yet witty, that's a Vunism. That makes sense. It's just subs. Because the person that gifts the subs gets the extra 2 entries. It's just a really fun way for us to build the channel, I feel. 'Cause I don't think it's fair to add in like some of the new subs, because sometimes we gift it to people that don't actually watch. And that would kind of be sad if like the really loyal people didn't get that chance. So I'm trying to make it really fair, but we will have another subscriber giveaway in September before TwitchCon, which is gonna be this apron. Gonna be sent out to someone and I'm gonna get a new one. Passing on the goods. Oh yeah, it includes if you gifted subs. So Annie, you have a lot of papers in there. Same with Norges. Hey Josie, how are you? Yeah, good. Right? He has you beat, it's true. But the odds are still pretty good, I would say. Okay guys, today we're cooking some dinner. We're gonna try and eat a little bit earlier because we really didn't get to go for a bike ride today. And now it's like way too hot outside, so we're gonna wait till after. So we'll have an earlier dinner and then be able to still get our exercise. Yes. Plus it's nice out still. You got fresh matzah and life is good. Yes. Sounds so good. Nike, you know what? I was really bad. I didn't listen to the song. I realized that when I got home, I was like, oh, that really would have helped. I'm gonna open up the YouTube for it right now. And maybe we can play it later together. Ray of Sunshine or Hello Sunshine, that's the one. Is it newer? Oh, it is 2019. I'm intrigued, man. You sneak a second look when I'm asleep. Yeah, not creepy. I didn't take it that way. You love the boss. Yeah, I like his work too. Okay, so gnocchi going down today. I got the food processor out for this one. And you know what? I asked Sammy earlier before we started the stream. I was like, should I try and make this without a recipe? And he said, yeah. So I guess we're making gnocchi without a recipe. Let's see how it goes. This could go terribly wrong. Like if we don't get the ratios right, it can just fall apart in the water when we go to boil it later. But I feel like I've done it enough times and kind of know the ratios that we should just have fun with it. Because if you know the basic ingredients, I mean, it is a little bit hard to mess it up, let's say. So I'm gonna teach you how to make gnocchi without a recipe and have fun with it. Going with that gnocchi, we're gonna cook some salmon. I was feeling like I needed some fish in my life this week, so we got a really nice piece of salmon. Yeah, the team name, Team Bonin. We like meat. I think I can pick some peas out of the garden, or I believe my mom already did, so I'll have to check on that. But I will grab some fava beans from the garden. So that's everything that's kind of going nuts right there, or right now out there, is the peas, the fava beans, lots of greens to choose from as well. So I'll pick some really nice fresh basil to garnish the dish with. I thought we would maybe blister up some of these really nice cherry tomatoes to throw in. And then maybe use up the rest of the garlic scapes. Making liver? No. We don't make that here, Annie. No. Okay, so I would say it's always a good idea to make your gnocchi dough first out of anything that you're gonna do for this dish. That way we can kind of get a feel for how things are going and know that when we go to cook it, it's gonna work. Yoon, you've been adventurous when it comes to food lately. You kept thinking, I'm so in love with being able to cook food that you've never had. It's fun, right? It's like, even though I kind of always have the same ingredients year round, I always try and just prepare them differently. To me, that's fun. Oh yeah, I think Yoon did miss that stream, but he watched the VOD. Those were good. Sammy said those were like some of the best he ever had. And that's saying something. That's saying something. Yeah, he's still saying it. Oh, you found sourdough starter ready-made. So you're gonna make some sourdough rye bread. So are you buying it and it's coming frozen or fresh?
Show them the sourdough we have right now.
Yeah, this sourdough that we got from our baker, walnut wheat. Oh man, this has been my treat lately. It's called Beardo's Bakehouse. He bakes all the bread for the restaurant as well. He's converted his garage into a bakery. And he is a retired cancer researcher who got a couple patents and then cashed out and decided to bake bread because that's what he likes doing. Pretty cool. He's really smart. Really awesome guy. So, like, look at that crumb. I love the swirls in it. It's so good. It's fresh. That's really cool. I've never tried that, but I have seen that online before. You'll have to let me know how it is. Is it coming somewhere from Germany? Oh yeah, that's so true, Annie. Oh, I honestly still forget sometimes that you're gluten-free.
Yeah, but some sourdough breads gluten-free people can eat.
I guess. Maybe if you sprout the grains, it might be easier to digest.
That guy in Quebec has the bakery that does it.
So, Yoon, if you enjoy using the already made sourdough starter and like making the bread, then will you make your own starter and start baking? Is this like you testing the waters before you fully commit to taking care of something? Your baked treat is a bagel from Granville Market. The adorable pretty girl that works there just might be a bonus influence. I feel like that happens to a lot of guys. It's like, I don't know. I like this girl and I like seeing her, but I don't know what else to do. So I'll just go keep buying things from her. Just planting the seed slowly. That's pretty cool, Annie. Hojerific.
Go see Will
Solly's.
at Shrek
Solly's Bagelry though. And yeah, also, Search and Rescue Denim is on Granville, so you should go say hi to Will and be like, I watch Cook with Kate. He just might give you something. He's pretty awesome. Don Danyo, welcome in. How are you? You got shut down. At least you went for it. Exactly. Okay, guys, so using a food processor for this. Also, I'm going to add that traditional gnocchi has potato in it. So this is actually called gnocchi, where we're just doing ricotta, eggs, and flour. So with this, we have to be really careful that we don't overwork the dough. Otherwise, the gnocchi will turn out really tough and like rubbery, but we want it really nice and airy and pillowy and soft. Search and Rescue Denim is the name. Yep. Yep. Okay, so basic ingredients. What we need here. We need ricotta cheese. We need eggs. I always like to add in a little bit of hard cheese as well, just honestly for like binding, and also a little bit of salt. Need that funky flavor. So either like shredded parm or Asiago, something delicious like that. And then flour. And I was thinking maybe I can throw in some of our fresh ground spelt flour. We had a little bit left over last time we used the grain mill, so let's use that up today while it's still fresh. Yes, that's awesome, Hojerific. I'm pumped. That'll be so cool, man. And guys, I think we're gonna just use some fresh duck egg in this today. I think that's the best thing that we can do here. Duck egg gnocchi. It's happening. Oh, I don't know what happened just now. Press one button and they both go. Ricotta and Asiago. Vune. Oh, you want to do a comparison, Annie? We can do that. Considering we got 1 dozen of each this time. Basically just because we didn't have any smaller change. We're like, well, we have a 10. And duck eggs are $6 and chicken eggs are $4. So there's that. Plus, that was really all that was left in the duck hut. We cleared them out, guys. Slim pickings though lately. I'm concerned. Somehow the demand got too high. I'm also gonna just quickly lift up this camera so we can see a little bit more of the food processor. And the compost bucket. That looks good, hey? Get that nice and close. Duck eggs were close to 60 grams, if you remember correctly. I think usually chicken eggs aren't chicken eggs 54 grams? You found a Jewish bagel shop there. Is there anything special about a Jewish bagel versus regular? I don't know. Like Solly's, is that what you're saying? Solly's Bagelry? That's the only Jewish bagel shop I know in Van. And their cinnamon buns are out of this world. Okay, so duck egg, 85 grams. Wow, these chicken eggs are interesting color. Chicken egg, 62 grams. But typically they're around 54, I will say that. That's just like something we know when we cook. So 62 versus 85. Yeah, just whip out an ostrich egg. 1.9 kilos. Sammy still wants one, guys. It might have to happen on stream one day. We'll just invite a bunch of people over for breakfast. It's like scrambled eggs for 10 people. Near Olympic Village by Home Depot. Yep, that's Solly's. Solly's Bagelry. Greatest cinnamon buns ever.
Send me over a 6-pack.
Yeah,
I'll pay the shipping.
that's the one. We were honestly just talking about that yesterday, weren't we, Sam? Okay, last things. Flour. Spelt flour. All-purpose flour.
Ostrich, Scotch, oh,
Oh no, I'm walking out on that one.
that's some epic mealtime shit.
So we were talking about this at work actually the other night. And we were just thinking about like all the weird things that you can do with ostrich egg. That topped it for sure. Ostrich Scotch egg. I can't imagine the texture, to be honest. I can't, oh. Or we said the nastiest one would be a deviled egg. A deviled ostrich egg. It'd be like a bowl.
A bowl of dip.
Yeah. Okay, carrying on. Carrying on with gnocchi.
We should just have an egg day and see if we can find out.
It would be really rich.
Quail eggs, get some
Yeah.
duck eggs, chicken eggs.
How many eggs can we cook? Okay, so basic technique when we're going to make the gnocchi in food processor is we want to start by blending up both the ricotta cheese and the hard cheese so that it gets a little bit more smooth. And then we'll add the eggs in until it makes a nice paste. And then we can start to sprinkle the flour in until it just comes together. And that's it. And let's not forget salt in there either. That's an important one. You always want to season your pasta, whatever type it may be that you're making. A whole jar of mayo, yeah. We could make the ostrich egg mayo. Yeah, I now humbly request an ostrich eggs Benedict on stream. Oh my God. What is this epic mealtime? What have we turned into, guys?
I know you can buy them at Urban Fair. Like if we were in Vancouver, we could go to
Yeah.
Urban Fair, Shangri-La, and go get it. No problem.
Here's our ricotta. Ricotta whey cheese. So 76% moisture, which is very, very moist, because I think most hard cheeses are around 30% moisture, maybe even less. But it always says on the label, which is a pretty cool thing to compare. There we go. Okay, so 35% moisture in the Asiago compared to 76 in the ricotta. And then we also want to look at the ricotta and see how watery it is. Because some ricottas you may buy and there's like a lot of liquid of the whey left with it. And that'll mess up your dough as it'll make it way too soft. So sometimes we even have to strain the ricotta before using it. That'd be a pretty amazing Super Bowl food. For some reason, I'm like picturing Doritos as a dipping device. This actually looks okay. Doesn't seem like there's too much liquid hanging around in there, so I feel good about not having to strain it. You can also just like put a spoon in there and see what's what. And that is one thing to keep in mind. That's like one of the most important things. Think of the perfect egg sandwich. Quail egg stuffed into a chicken egg, into a duck egg, into an ostrich egg. Holy smokes. It's 2 kilos an ostrich egg? That's insane. Okay, so this amount of ricotta, what does it say here? 250 grams, so 1 cup of ricotta is what we're using. So it's kind of important for us to remember our ratios here as well. We'll probably get enough gnocchi for 4 portions today, which is awesome. Because that's also something you can make ahead and freeze and then just boil from frozen and pan fry if you want. Like gnocchi is a pretty awesome thing to food prep, I have to say. Okay, so I'm gonna grate some of the Asiago into there. It'll just be easier if we grate it ahead of time. Is that the 9-foot tall bird? 11-foot tall. 11-foot tall bird. That is terrifying to think that actually existed and that we somehow overcame that. Whew. It takes 90 minutes to hard boil an ostrich egg.
Hour and a half?
That's disgusting.
Oh my god. We're totally gonna have to find one.
Yeah. Omelet for days, yeah. It laid an egg, Vune, the elephant bird, that was 1 foot long and 8 inches wide. Oh no. Hoderific says, check Amazon. You never know. I think that's good for cheese. Whew, we're coming to the end of this, guys. Make sure we don't run out. So now we can eyeball our amount of cheese. This way, remembering the amounts of the ingredients we added, if anything goes wrong, we'll be able to troubleshoot because we know what we put in. This is probably around 1 cup as well, if you were to pack it down. Maybe a little bit less, actually. I don't think it should be equal parts ricotta and shredded cheese. Especially not if it's Parm, because Parm is a lot saltier than Asiago. And then Pecorino is even worse. That's the sheep's milk version. Very, very salty. Okay, so we're gonna blitz that up quickly. Come on, baby. You got this. Sometimes this thing does not turn on. Gotta talk to it nice. Dirtbag has subscribed for 6 months, half a year together. Thank you so much, Dirtbag, for everything. Look at that purple knife. You are now entered into the subscriber giveaway happening in July. Dirtbag916, how's it going today? You need a midday cup of coffee kind of day. Yeah, we were having an interesting day earlier as well. There you go, Dirtbag, into the giveaway jar. Yeah, Twitch chat present potential. Ah! Okay, we're just gonna blend this on low. If it starts. Guys, talk to it nice. We got this. This is why I never bring this thing out. KitchenAid made like the worst food processor. Oh my God. You guys never get this. Straight up. Like, if I've ever talked bad about something, it's this. KitchenAid, big food processor. Unless I just got a lemon. But honestly, this thing has never worked for me. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, just drop it. Blend that cheese. Fune, we have to talk nice to it. Nike, you remember getting the purple knife. Yeah. The Cuisinart. Honestly, I just want a RoboCoupe, but I know I can just wait a couple more years for that until we get it for the food truck. Yes, it sounds like it's doing a great job. Thank you. You're doing great, KitchenAid. You're doing great. Yeah, E for effort. RoboCoupe is the best. Yeah, you're going in the trash, except we can't. Because my dad bought this for my mom and I for Christmas one year. So it's like a shared thing. So I feel like I might get in trouble if I throw it out. And she's like, hey, what happened to the food processor? Well, chat told me to throw it out, so we could get in shit. So just looking at these ratios here, I feel like we need 2 duck eggs, which would equal 3 chicken eggs. Yeah, just something that you put on the cupboard for show. We'll put the medal on it. Participation. What's the equivalent of Craigslist in Canada? We have Craigslist. We have some sites called Used or Kijiji. But honestly, like the one thing that's all the rage right now is the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I'm gonna crack 2 eggs into here. We'll give it a little mix and see how thick that makes it. I think this should be pretty perfect though. So 2 duck eggs or 3 large chicken eggs. Is that even right though, Annie, with the math that we did? Does 2 duck eggs actually equal 3 chicken eggs large? Or is it still off? Yeah, just accidentally drop it. You guys, too much. It's close enough. Okay, phew. Phew. Let's see if I can turn this. Okay. Maybe not. Smash. It just likes to be smashed around. Like maybe this is really what it wants, and we're just giving into it by continually doing it. Ew, balut version of ostrich egg? That is not good. Oh God, you guys, send help. Sammy, magic hands.
What?
Magical hands
What do you need?
to start the food processor. $186 versus 170. This is something else. I tell ya. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. There's something wrong with the sensor. Yeah, the BDSM series. What the hell? No, don't wreck it. Oh, wow. I'm out. What? Okay, let's lower it down a touch though. Hojerific, you're right. Too much, guys. Yeah, we gotta water cool the mixer. Just gonna scrape down the sides. Do one more little mix on low, I think. But this is looking good. You want this really nice and smooth. You don't want like grainy gnocchi.
Go back and clip that for later for sure.
Yeah, BDSM mixer. I'm clipping it. Or
Yes!
Nike already did. Yes. Sammy's magic hands. See? How did I know? Oh man. It's the beard. Okay. Oh no, we got eggs on the board. We'll have to clean that after. I'm going to add the pinch of salt now. About half a teaspoon worth. The Sammy happy dance there should be the new sub alert. We just might have to do that. Sammy said that he would help me make gifts.
I don't know how to do that.
He's getting there. Sammy the manager. He's committed to making this place very awesome. Can only put so many things on his plate though. I'm gonna guesstimate that this is gonna take a cup of flour. And so it is, I'm gonna do the pulse method now so that we don't continue mixing it, and that way we shouldn't over mix it. If it works. Basically, just until it forms this really nice dough that you think you'll be able to roll out into like a little rope. That's all we need here. So that was about another quarter cup. Gentle. Great. Great, great, great. Oh no, okay. It's still pretty soft, so I feel okay just adding our pinch of the fresh milled spelt flour into here. Just to maybe give it some texture and chew. Feeling good about it. So we're actually making gnudi, but I didn't think anyone would know what that was if I put that in the title. So we're making the potato-less version of gnocchi, which honestly is so much easier. Good. This thing. Just gonna quickly rinse this so it doesn't get stuck on and make it hard to wash later. Put that in there. Sammy's not good at making or editing videos? What? Maybe I can do the GIFs then. Loosen this up. Away with you. We'll have to make a potato version of gnocchi at some point though, once we get potatoes fresh from the garden here. How does that sound, Hojerific? Yeah, Pizza Porta messaged me on Instagram and was like, I need to talk to your man. He's doing this wrong. I was like, okay. I was like, perfect. Yeah, 700 Fahrenheit. Nuts. Nuts. We're going back down, guys. Hold tight. Hold your butts. Yeah, that looks good. Whew. That's a dough. That looks like some really good texture there. It's holding together really nice, I have to say. It smells cheesy. I think this texture is perfect. But the only way to really find out is when we cook it later. What we don't want to happen is when we put it into the boiling water for it to just fall apart. And then we just have like gnocchi water. Mmm, delicious. Gotta get all the little bits off. Don't waste any of it. Got some cheese up in here. And so now, I think I'm gonna go straight into rolling. So I'm just gonna get a different cutting board up here. And then we'll let it rest as we prep the rest of dinner. Washing machine, you can hear it, Annie. Screen Tark, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You are gnocchi and nudie curious now. Okay, so we still need our flour out to roll this, just because the dough is quite wet compared to, let's say, a pasta dough. So before we even pour this out, let's flour our board or our counter, wherever you're rolling. Spinning cycle. We're multitasking, guys. Doing laundry while streaming, the best. This dough has really nice color as well. From those duck eggs. And I'm just keeping the dough really plain and simple. And then we can flavor up the gnocchi later with some really nice fresh herbs from the garden. Probably just do like a really simple wine and butter sauce. Maybe a touch of cream if we have some. And so the thing with gnocchi as well, or nudie, is that when you boil it, it actually expands. So you're gonna get more than what you see here. That's a pretty cool thing. Okay, start soaking that stuff. And now our hands are gonna get pretty messy, I think. Sure they're dry. Flour them up, I think. Start giving that a little pat down, maybe a sprinkle, so it doesn't stick to our hands. And now we want to form a log that we can roll like that. Hey, Indog, how are you? But we don't want to really work the dough too much as we're forming that log, so be really gentle with it. Basically, once we get it coated with flour, it should be pretty easy to roll. And so now that I have this, I'm actually gonna cut it in half because I'm not gonna be able to roll it thin enough in this big piece. I might even do it in 4. Roll it quicker. You roll logs. Good old logs, Nike. So this dough, just the way that it's rolling right now seems perfect. And I'm not just saying that, guys. It's like not sticky. It doesn't feel really hard or dense though either. It's pretty awesome. Feeling good about it. Hey, Magic Cookie. Hope you are well. Good to see you today. Just made it to diamond, nice. So we're just gently rolling this. I think what we have down here for thickness is perfect, so we gotta work on this stuff. Might even be easier if we clear some of the flour now that it's covered, because I think you still need a bit of friction on the counter. If it's too floury, it kind of just slides around. See how long that's getting already? It's kind of deceiving, right? Sammy Sam,
Yeah.
can I just ask you to please grab a sheet pan out? Because I got flour hands.
Flour hands.
Awesome. And now, you can also make this as big or as small as you want. So I'm going pretty nice bite-sized pieces here. Probably be around 1 inch in size.
I think I saw that video of you doing that like
It's huge.
shit ton log.
Yeah.
I think it was like 50 pounds.
It
of
was too
potatoes.
much. It was too much. So now we're just gonna cut this into little pieces. Sammy's just eating raw dough.
Test it out.
Yep. Testing. It should be pretty cheesy. He says it's cheesy. Is there such a thing as a gnocchi pretzel? Not that I've seen in dog, but that sounds interesting. I'd be worried that it would fall apart. That might be a tough one. Okay, so Sammy put a sheet pan just beside me, and now I'm just gonna start putting the gnocchi onto there after we cut it. So probably easiest way is to just scrape some.
That's 100% fact, Rolo.
If Sammy can't fit in his face, it's too big. Yep. It's a good way to think about it. And then after we fill up a tray, we're gonna pop it probably into the freezer to get a nice chill on it. And that way we know it's nice and firm when we go to boil it later. So basically we just don't want any of these pieces to stick onto our sheet pan. That's why we always keep everything nice and floured. How's it going, Rolo? Yeah, a gnocchi pretzel. Now that you've said it, it's gonna appear sometime on Facebook. It's like, have you ever heard of the gnocchi pretzel? For now though, we're just gonna keep rolling, rolling, rolling. His kids are involved with cooking the ostrich egg. I'm sure that would be entertaining. You can see lots of screaming involved. Did you find it, Sammy?
No. I can now fix issue.
Sammy fixed the issue.
No. Now I can fix the issue if we're gone.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna install everything on your computer the same way I have it on mine. I can literally control your computer with my phone. So
What?
if you look over there, and click on something, YouTube opens up.
Holy.
So now if something happens, we can start and stop the stream without worrying about it.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. Vune, you needs the sleeps. You got an exam tomorrow. Oh, you better get to bed then. You better get going to beddy. Get that rest. You got a new pasteurizer in Rolo and a chiller up and going. Making those upgrades. Nice. Night, night, Vune.
night, you.
Thank you for the 16 months.
Have a good night.
Good luck on your exam tomorrow, man. You'll kill it. Maybe it does roll better with more flour. Let's see, guys. Yeah, the microphone came in basically just as we got home today. So now we'll really be set up for IRL. You guys see this thing? It's
Look
like
at
as
this
big
thing.
as my head. This is what I have to walk around with.
Hello.
You're doing a video shoot tomorrow? Cool. For what, Annie? Tell me more, tell me more. It's literally a dead cat. Yeah, exactly, and dog. I'm totally gonna get little things to stick onto it to make it look like a cat. I'm gonna get googly eyes, put little felt ears on it and a nose. This is perfect, man. Great analogy. Okay, so we smooth out our little log. Don't be weird about that, guys. I don't know how else to say it without it sounding funny. But maybe that's the best part about cooking. There's so much innuendo involved. And now we want to match our gnocchi size to the last ones we just cut. So what was I saying? About an inch? And by the end of it, you should get pretty quick at cutting. Like usually I'm like, pop, 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 pop. You're doing a music video? Cool.
Okay, you have to go really fast on the next one. I'll slow-mo you.
Okay. Sammy says he wants to slow-mo me cutting the next roll.
Nice and light.
I think they're gonna be good.
You just need to
I
get
think we whipped
salt.
the egg really nice.
Just need to get salted water for it.
'Kay.
Water season.
Sammy says we need more salt in the dough, but we can make up with that by adding more salt into the boiling water.
Or the sauce. A little bit more of the boiling water and then the sauce after finishing.
Yeah. Can use some salts, fancy salts, fancy salts. You can do one of me rolling too. We're filling up already, guys. That's only two logs out of 4. Your friend runs a music recording studio and you're going to set up cameras inside the studio. Cool. Can you borrow Posh? Oh, honestly, Hojerific, she is not doing well either. She's just getting back from the vet. She's been like super sick for the past 2 days. Bad things, including blood coming out of both ends.
Just one end.
Well, bad things coming out of the other end too, though. Yeah, so we took her for some blood work and hopefully she's gonna be okay. We think that it was the shell from a robin's egg that she ate, because we have robins nesting in the yard and they finally just hatched. Of course, being a dog. Oh, what's this? Just crunches it down, not knowing that it probably can affect her. That's the only thing different that she's eaten. You guys can see, like, once you get this rolling, you kind of want to keep the rhythm. Makes it easier, and then it doesn't just slide. That's what happened to Pendleton? Well, there is this recall of dog food going around, but it's supposed to affect their heart, not their bellies. He was in ICU to 4 or 5 days. I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, yesterday she was just like shaking. She could like barely even stand. It was messed up. Like, we've never seen her like that before. You got the results from your blood work, looking for cancer antigens, and it came back normal. Yes, nice, Annie. Okay, I think this is a good log. We might even have to go diagonal. It's getting long. Long logs here on Cook with Kate. Long logs. Oh, I'm sure it's such a relief knowing that there's nothing. That's probably really hard to have in the back of your mind. Okay, that looks nice and even. Are you guys ready for this? Bop, 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 bop.
Which way are you going?
Should I go this way? Away, probably. Okay.
Go.
Ready? Try the dough. Yep. The cheese is really nice in it. Gives a good salt. It was pretty even. Some of them are a touch big, but it's okay, guys. So much gnocchi has been made. Sammy got the slow-mo. That slow-mo. That's
pretty
awesome.
perfect there.
Yeah. That's going up on Insta. Okay, our tray's getting too full. Last one. I think we're gonna get like 5 portions out of this. I underestimated. This is usually one of those things that if I'm like cooking it, is I kind of just zone into it. Like, to me, rolling pasta or making gnocchi, just these processes that you really have to use your hands and stuff for, it's really relaxing. We're almost there. Just the middle is a bit thick. Maybe the sides. We're good? Good, good, good. Boom. Ready for the cut. Just that one. What are you doing? Okay, I think we can squish the rest onto that tray. These little pillows. I don't know what Sammy's doing. I can't see what's happening if you guys are saying stuff. Sammy's doing work. I'm just making gnocchi.
Fixed.
Sammy says fixed. What's fixed? Yeah, this is a full tray. I would say this is pretty inexpensive to make as well. Anything kind of pasta-wise that involves flour. Obviously, flour is quite cheap. Look what we did. Woohoo! Okay, you're done over here? So I can minimize whatever this is? Oh, I closed it by accident.
No, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sharing with you.
Now I can go.
Ah! He took over my computer! A gnocchi wedding ring. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, more flour so it would like fly after each chop. That'd be so cool. Okay, just going to put this floury board away. Be right back, guys. Sammy fixed it. Look it. Look it, look it. We did it, guys. We made gnocchi. It only took us an hour. Plus we were chatting and stuff. Sam typing as me. So it took us an hour to make gnocchi from scratch without a recipe. And me chatting to you guys about whatever. So probably even less than that. Pretty proud of that, I would say. Okay, so next step for this is we need to chill it. So I'm gonna bring it over to the other side and just pop it actually in the freezer so it cools off quickly, because the rest of dinner shouldn't take us very long. The nudie's gotta chill. Chill it out. Sammy, why are you still talking as me? Get out of here. I'm Cook with Kate. You made spätzle the other night for the first time? Yeah, it looked so good. I'm so proud of all your cooking lately, Cookie. Cookie's been cooking, guys. If you haven't seen Discord, we've been posting a lot of food in there. Oh, Nike, I just saw your message. Yeah, poor Posh baby. Did Sammy show you how much buds he has left? Not very much. Oh, me smashing the camera. Not very much. I've not had much of it, actually. Okay, be right back, guys. And then we're gonna be moving on to our salmon and vegetables for this. I'm gonna quickly mute because I know it goes fuzzy when I go to the other side. We're back. We are back. That's me most of the time, Hojerific. Just nod and say yes. But honestly, I'm getting a lot better understanding the stuff that he's talking about. It's been interesting learning about it all. Whew. Okay, so our list. We can cross gnocchi off. So what we have left, we have the salmon to prep. I believe it's skin on. I could be wrong though. And we'll have to portion it into the little, probably 5-ounce pieces, maybe 6-ounce pieces for dinner. Then we have to chop up some herbs. We need some lemon juice, maybe a little bit of zest, the garlic scapes. So that'll kind of be the base for our sauce. Going pretty light because gnocchi is still really rich, as well as the salmon is a fatty fish. So we don't want to make a heavy kind of creamy sauce with this. We're gonna do some blistered cherry tomatoes, these lovely things. And I think I want to do them in a pan on the stovetop. I just find I get better results with that. And then we got some peas in the garden that I can quickly go pick. Some nasturtium leaves, those are edible. So that'll be an interesting green to put into the mix. Fava beans and then basil for garnish. That's it, guys. So we're moving right along. Really not that bad. Let's check out this salmon. Sammy, is the salmon on the other side too?
Yeah.
Ah,
What?
you're going to get it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I was literally just there. Ah, dang it. Okay, I'll fill up my water while we wait for salmon. Salmon from Sammy. Sammy salmon. Yeah, we tried streaming IRL earlier today. It was good for the first little bit, and then something happened. Holy.
It brings the fish.
Salmon. Yeah, homegrown favas. They are big enough, finally, for me to do the first harvest. Okay, this is a quite nice piece of fish.
So we're going to Santa Monica with King Dog on Wednesday.
What? We're going to Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, and then, yeah, first the audio cut out, and then the phone was just like overheating. So I was like, screw this. And then it kind of worked out perfectly anyways, because none of the stuff that we wanted to do in Victoria was open. So now we're here, guys. Now we're here. Looks like I need to rinse this off. It's quite scaly, but I think we'll do that after we portion it out. It is nice. Pretty nice piece, I would say. I think I feel a couple, ugh. Once again, it's not pin boned. Who are these people? Who really got working at these grocery stores? I shouldn't have to do this stuff at home. Like, if I'm paying that price, I feel like everything should be done already. This is madness. You get it a lot too? Like, come on. Salmon is a thing that like everyone eats here. Okay, so I'm gonna start by taking out the pin bones, and then we'll take the skin off, we'll trim up the belly, and then I think we'll get 5 portions out of this probably. Yeah, look at that belly. The belly looks really nice. And they actually trimmed quite a bit of it off, but like look at that, the fat in there. It's like equal parts fat and meat. So good. Fish tweezers. I literally just did this on Saturday at work. Salmon sashimi. I don't think I'm gonna go sashimi, but we almost did have sushi today, Nike, for lunch. Okay, so all the pin bones are right here. And if you just run your finger along that area of the piece of salmon, they'll all just kind of pop up. Camera should be able to focus. So all those little bones that are popping up, gotta take those all out.
You want me to zoom in on that?
Actually, yeah, that'd be awesome, Sam.
Now you can move it closer.
There you go. So all of these guys, we got to pick those out, and we want to go with the grain of the salmon. So we want to pull them out kind of this way, the same way that they're sticking out, so that we don't tear the flesh up too much. Salmon belly and soup, yum. You see a cut on my wrist? It's actually a new burn. Look at this. I gotta go, guys. I got like 5 in a row now. It's not that bad though. It happens. It's mostly from cooking the clams. I always touch the lid when I'm straining the broth. It's like, ouch. These are actually coming out really nice. Sometimes when you take them out, they take out like a huge chunk of meat with it. That's always the worst. Another thing that you can just zone into. Maybe it's because I literally just feel like a little machine. It's those repetitive things that you do over and over. It's like, am I a robot? That's not bad. Okay. Yep. Sammy's planning stuff for our TwitchCon adventure, guys. I'm going to LA for a day. Taking the train. We ain't driving in that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, there's one that's being pesky here. There we go. I think I have 2 left. There we go. Feel it one more time before you stop. Everything's smooth. We are good. Oh, Dr. Pimple Popper. Gross. What's up, Hank Yank? Yeah, the oil burn. Yeah, this is basically steam though. Some of those are oil from deep fryer splash. The worst. Yeah, salmon is not my favorite sashimi fish either. I'm with you on that. I'd rather have tuna. But there have been some times that I've had salmon sashimi and it's like the greatest thing ever. Like when it's really good, oh, it is good. Just like buttery, melt in your mouth. I always find it too chewy though. Okay, so now we have to clean up this belly. And then take the skin off. And then portion it. I need a sound clip that's like operating room. Yeah, beep, beep, beep. You used to take the gold line when you lived in South Pasadena. It was very convenient. Cool. This is the salmon belly, Hank. So it's where it gets really thin. Obviously at the bottom of the salmon is the belly. And it's really, really rich. So if you look at the meat to fat ratio along the belly, it's almost equal parts. Like I love eating the salmon belly. Yeah, it's like 1-to-1. It's so good. So I'm gonna trim this up. I'm just gonna take off some of this fat here, I think. But luckily all the bones are out of there. I don't even know if we have to trim this. It might just fry up really nice. But there is this piece here that's kind of like weirding me out. There you go. I think that was just by the fin, which is why the meat is a touch darker. And then there's like a little piece of bloody fat there, which I don't think that would taste very good. Yeah, the fat on this is insane, you guys. It's like butchering a piece of beef almost, the way that it feels. Okay, I think that's fine. So now, I'm gonna start right here, taking the skin off. And I'm gonna kind of swivel this. Basically what you do is you just get your knife right where the skin separates from the flesh, and because salmon is fatty, it should separate really easily. So hold that piece of skin there really nice and tight with your fingernail. Slide your knife in, and it should honestly just slide right along in between the fat and the skin. And then once we start getting to the fatter part, I think my knife will be okay for this. We're gonna start wiggling this and just kind of pulling the skin, and it should just come off. You guys will see. This is like one of my favorite things to do, honestly, as a chef. I don't know why, I always find this so fun. The family always goes for the salmon head first. Nice. Yeah, belly and collar, so good. I might actually switch to my bigger knife. It's just not long enough. This is a fat piece. We're going big, guys, I think. Yeah. So I'm kind of angling my knife just like a touch, maybe like 5 degrees. And you can basically just hold your knife in one spot and pull the salmon towards you. Okay, so now let's see how we did. Pretty good. We left a little bit on there, but honestly, I don't really like the dark fat on the salmon anyway, so I'm okay with that staying there. What we could do though, is maybe save the skin for something. If you want to make like a broth or something. So if we turn over this other side though, this should look pretty perfect. That's the underside where we took the skin off of. Quite nice. So you can see how this little part here with the darker fat, that's what is stuck onto this skin still. Okay, now I'm gonna give this a little rinse. I'll give it a dry off and then we will portion it up. You need the knife. Yeah, the scimitar is not that bad. I think it's maybe $30 Canadian. Not as expensive as you think it would be. She's all wrapped up. Just gonna scrape my board, get all the scales off. We'll bring the big knife back over with us. Scimitar City. Yeah, the sharpest deal in town. You're awesome. Thank you for that. Sim City. I love that. I think I need one more piece here. Maybe not. Maybe after we portion. So you can see here how the flesh kind of tore on the belly. I don't know if that was us. It might have been when we were taking the skin off. So that's how delicate it is. It's pretty crazy. Driving has been super different for you. Like you have flashbacks if you see a truck come up on you. Oh no. You're like kind of driving scared now, Nike. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this end of the fish because this is kind of the nicer end presentation-wise. And I'm trying to decide whether I want rectangular fillets, like length this way, or if we wanna go down the middle and then do kind of nice squares. But then the only thing is that you're gonna get like a leaner piece of fish or a really nice fatty piece. Whereas if we cut it just one piece this way, we get the best of both worlds. What do you do, guys? But I think for the gnocchi, I think we should do squares. I'm with you, Josie. And take the nice fatty squares. Slide that through. Okay, we're separated. Now we got two really nice pieces. So I'll probably do like that size. That'll be our picture portion, I think. Do it for the gram. Because like if we flip that over, whew, holy smokes. That's heaven.
Check it.
This can be the Sammy square, aka the Sammy rectangle. Ooh, I just felt a little bone in here still. The belly bones. Just pick it out. Is there any more? No. I got a frog. Hey Ice, how are you? Yeah, it's messed up, Annie. I can't imagine being rear-ended like that. I'd be so upset. Probably just cook that as one piece as well. Okay. Yum. Okay, salmon is portioned. That was kind of the other difficult part of dinner. Now it's on to just cutting up a couple of veggies and then cooking everything. And because we're gonna be cooking right away, I'm gonna leave the salmon out at room temp. That way it'll cook really nice and even compared to if we put it back in the fridge and chilled it back off. Because then it would have to, well, it would just take longer for the inside to be cooked, and then the outside gets dry by that point. Okay, so putting that aside, all of that lovely stuff, checking that off our list. And I think we should blister the tomatoes right away. Kind of get those going as we prep the other things. It's always good to cook things that you don't really have to watch as you're chopping. A little bit of multitasking. Also, we're going to get our boiling pot on for the gnocchi. So big old pot, basically the biggest you can find, I would say. And then I'm gonna use this called a spider to scoop them out of there. So we're gonna fill this halfway with hot water and then add probably a 1/4 cup of salt, maybe not that much, maybe 1/8 of a cup of salt to season the water. And we can turn that on and get it heating up because our gnocchi is already ready. So I'll put that onto a medium-high heat. Don't forget our salt. Just gonna measure it into my hand. Basically as much salt that can fit into your palm, you're good. And we'll put a lid on that as well, so it doesn't take as long to heat up. We're starting, guys. We're getting there. Mama Reagan, I turn around and here she is. Subscribed for 14 months already. Good evening indeed. How are you? How's the fam? Mama, you just entered yourself into the subscriber giveaway for July. You're entered to win this cookbook. You guys know how much I love cooking with cast irons. We're even doing it tonight. So the cast iron skillet cookbook will be sent away. 15 days left to enter, as well as $35 worth of merch from the Cook with Kate store. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write your name down. It's gonna go into our lovely subscriber giveaway jar. And then on the 23rd, we're actually gonna pull 2 names because we already hit our 100 subscriber goal. So we're giving away prizes to 2 people. Oh, that timer's done. It's actually only 15 days. Ederp. Okay, Cloudbot. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You never win anything. Don't even say I'm wasting my time. You never know. I think that's not a good way to go into it. You should be like, yeah, I'm gonna win this. Positivity, mama. Positivity. Okay, so tomatoes. Getting this lid out for our pot. You can't even win a bag of fresh air. That's hilarious. She can't even win that, guys. Okay, let's quickly go over here. So I'm gonna turn on our cast iron pan to like a medium-high heat is what we want. And then I like tomatoes with olive oil, but I think that we need to get the heat too high to blister these to be able to use olive oil before it gets bitter. So I'm just gonna use some grapeseed oil. Basically just enough to coat the pan. You don't really need much here. But I think if you don't add oil, the tomatoes might stick because they're pretty sweet. So we don't want them to burn or stick onto the pan. But we do want to get some color onto there. So we're gonna let that heat up. And then we're just gonna throw the tomatoes in whole. Because they're cherries. And then they'll just start to pop and blister, and that's exactly what we want them to do. So I think I'm only gonna do about a cup. I'll measure this out. You have lots of cast iron skillets and griddles. You have a pretty good collection, Annie. There we go. 1 cup of tomatoes. Good. I put a nice dent in those. But we're gonna wait for that pan to get really hot before we put our tomatoes in. Yeah, we have a small little saucepan one. But I think I would love just like a little Lodge cast iron. I could see that being really handy. Okay, so blistered tomatoes. I'm gonna go quickly pick a couple of fava beans while that oil heats up for us. I will be back in maybe a minute, let's say max. Most of the plants got aphids, guys. They're not doing super good. Okay. I think there's a couple though that are ready for us. We got 4 pods. That's okay. And then peas. Just, you know, a little midstream garden pick, guys. Oh no, I dropped one. No. Should have put it in my pocket. Okay, let's go check this oil. It's probably smoking, isn't it? Okay, I got some goods. Oh, Matt, welcome back, man. I was just outside gardening. So, fava beans, peas. Yeah, Lodge cast iron. Annie, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Omat. If you guys don't know Omat, he is the lovely viewer and subscriber that made our first ever emote, which is the onion. Okay, this oil's hot, just kind of smoking. So we're gonna pour our tomatoes into here. Should start to sizzle right away and kind of dance. I'm trying to find the splatter screen. Sammy, does that exist? Oh, I see it. It's in the sink. It's in the sink. It exists, guys. Sammy's got shit going on. See? They're already starting to explode. Whoa, magic cookie! Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. What? For the onion. Okay, Annie, you get 2 more entries into the giveaway jar. Oh, Matt, you've been very busy lately. Tell me about it, man. Aw, thank you so much, Mama. Just comes in with the sub and then has to go to bed. Thank you. I hope you are well and I hope you're enjoying the summer with the kiddos. You as well, Rook. You're going to beddy. Night, guys. Take care and thanks for everything. Yeah, sub donation hype. You guys hear those tomatoes sizzling or what? Going pretty cray. You're finishing up the internship and the thesis? Oh, but then is that it for you? You're done school? Nike, I ain't going to beddy. Look at those sounds. Sizzle, sizzle. Let's open this up. And give them a little shake. Ready, guys? Yeah. See how the one side got all caramelized? I'm honestly just gonna turn that pan off and let it do its thing. That is perfect. That should be it. Nice. That's awesome, man. You've put in a lot of work towards that. Hopefully it pays off. Yes, Ice. We love the onion emote. Okay, I'm going to pick a couple more peas, I think, and then I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, why are roasted veggies and tomatoes so good? I have no idea, Annie. Probably the caramelization. It's like, it just makes it so much sweeter, right? Sweet and roasted toasty. Whoa, one tomato just exploded. Good thing I walked away. Watch your face. Like seriously, a jungle back there. The peas are popping though. Ooh, I found a couple more favas on this side. We'll grab the nasturtium. Ugh, just found a caterpillar on the kale. Threw it out. Gone. You're not eating my kale today. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, smells good in here. What'dy, Sammy? Okay, the goods. Holy. The goods from the pocket, from the garden. Science, yeah, that emote, amaze. Oh, is it staticky? Sorry, guys. It's supposed to not do that. Okay, I'm gonna pour these tomatoes out just into a bowl for us, I think. Sorry. Sorry. Check that out. So the skin kind of just opened up. I'll just let that cool down for now. And then our water started boiling for the gnocchi. Sammy, I don't know if you want to be the gnocchi cooker as I prep the rest of this. Or do you not want it pan fried? Do you want to just toss into the sauce?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll just let that water stay hot then. Salt our tomatoes a bit while they're warm. It's 4:13. What does nasturtium taste like? It's funny because I've never really eaten the leaves. This is a first for me too. So we're gonna taste this together in a sec. Yeah, how this pops in the mouth. Like, look how saucy it is. It kind of tastes like a caper.
And watercress, like the spice.
Yeah. It tastes like a caper that's not briny or salty. And watercress because it's a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
It's good. I can see that being really good with salmon.
Yeah. You know what time it is?
What?
Beer time.
It's beer time?
It's beer o'clock. Today we have a Fuggles and Warlock.
Back it
blah,
up,
blah,
Sammy.
blah, blah.
Kizuna.
Pineapple sour.
Pineapple sour. Very summery. I'm in. Okay, so peas, nasturtium, fava. I got those. I'll quickly go get the basil. It shouldn't cut out too much when I grab the basil because it's right outside the door. And then we just gotta chop up some garlic scape. Yeah, we're loving our sours, Matt. And lots of breweries here like to make sours. The basil is finally popping out here. Not the baby basil. Guys, look at the baby basils. That's what we grew. Look at the beer. That's what we drink.
Beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, these were inherited from my parents. My dad still is sad that we have them now. Haha, suckers. That gets you right back here. Right back there. Sorry, I just hit the microphone, guys. Got excited. Got excited. Okay, so many green things going on. We might as well get the garlic scapes out too.
Yep.
Take a little
Get them in there.
photo of this action.
Pretty quick.
The favas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, excuse you. Excuse Sammy, guys. Excuse him. Oh yeah, no brewing for a year. Well, at least you got to do, what, the bottling a month ago in that other place. At least you got to do that, guys. For 25 years you've been doing that? I think I need to do this. You guys can't even see everything. Or that.
You need a wide angle lens.
Yeah, we need a wider lens, guys. Can't see everything on the board.
That's this much with 3 zeros.
Oh my god.
Or sorry, 2 zeros, not 8,000.
Okay, so nasturtium, all we're gonna do is wash that up and then just kind of finely chop it and we'll toss that into the pasta at the end. Basil, we're saving that for garnish, so those two things don't really have to do much to it. The garlic scape, we can start by chopping that up. We're just gonna do little thin slices of the bottom part. This part feels a touch woody. Cut that off and use the straight part so maybe it's a little bit easier to cut. Like that. Ooh, and we can take this other piece too. We don't really need to use this flour part. There's not a ton of flavor in there, but I'll probably save the rest of these so I can use up the rest of this stem. Oh no, guys, Doggo must be feeling better. She's barking at our door. She says, "Let me in. I hear there's peas and beans." Roo roo.
I'm good. What was it?
Doggo. Are you good? She's better, guys. She's roaming. Are you good? No. Good girl. Doggo's better. Yeah, she's looking very sprightly. Does she need a pea? We'll sacrifice a pea. We'll get the small one. There's no radish right now, but peas work. She's willing to eat peas. Good girl. That's good, guys. Glad Doggo's better. So just thinly slice this into rounds, and then we're gonna saute that. And it is garlicky, I will say that, but it's kind of like, obviously it's green, so you get more of a green garlic flavor than like a spicy, in-your-face garlic clove flavor. These are also really good pickled. I still have pickles from last year, actually. She loves peas, yeah. Peas, carrots, radish. She's into it all. At least that will appease her. There we go. A little bit of knife skills. Now we can tip and top our peas. Nice little medley of both. This is awesome. So much green. Yeah, the speed that she snags the food. That's how I've taught her since she was a pup. We've always played that game. Snatch it out of the air. So you just want to pinch the top and then pull the string off, because that's the tough part. Ah, and then it rolls away. Yeah, she's guns a-blazing. And I believe these are snap peas, so we can eat the shell and everything. I don't think they're English. There's only one way to find out. Yeah, we're good. Not super sweet, but very nice and crunchy and juicy. We may have to fool around with the soil so we can get the peas sweeter next year.
Hey, what are you doing?
She says, I like peas. Okay.
Bosh, no peas.
Okay, now to get into the fava beans, we cannot eat this shell. So you gotta like bust into it. Usually just pinch it. And then we got 3 little beans, and that's it. They're like fuzzy inside, kind of. It's like a nice little pillow almost. Yeah, they're snap peas. They're not English peas. Favas are good. I really like them just with butter and garlic. Was yours sweet? Mine wasn't sweet, but it was super juicy. I took a bad one, guys.
Also, if you want to go outside now, you can always just turn on your phone and put it into the gimbal and walk outside with it. Turn it to the live stream.
Oh.
Because now like, you can do that whenever you want.
You fried fava beans? I don't think I've ever fried fava beans. That sounds good, Indog.
Fava beans.
Don't! Annie, Sam just did it. Goes well with Chianti.
That's really funny that I didn't even know that you guys were already talking.
See, I've still not watched it after all of these references.
I'm late.
Sammy, you're late. You missed it. Now what? You're 5 minutes late.
Mom distracted me.
Okay, so those are all our little beans, and then we still need to go a step further and take them out of the shell.
These vegetables, they're a lot of work.
But We have to blanch them first. Best part is though, guess what? Oh, look at that pot of water on the stove ready to go. Slow little bubbles. Drop our handful in. We'll be taking them out in a sec. Maybe count to 10. Perfect. That. Keep that warm. Back over here. Everybody, stop what you're doing and wish Mamacita Drinks Wine a happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Let her know. I won't say the number though. Betty Boop. So now we just open up that shell and we get even smaller beans. It's really a lot of work to cook these.
29th birthday.
Perfect. Yeah, you nailed it, Nike. How did you know, man? How did you know? Whoop whoop. Sweet 16th. That would be weird, Hojerific. My mom is half my age? What?
Well, you hit your 29th forever birthday next year.
Shh.
I'm already in my mid-30s.
Yeah. Guys, Sammy's turning 34 this year. In 3 months. Sammy the man.
Sandy barbecue stream. Bringing ribs that day.
Sammy wants ribs for his birthday. That's what he just said.
And a pecan pie.
Yeah, it's actually my mom, Hojerific. It's legit my mother.
Legit.
But we went out for dinner yesterday. So everyone was like working and doing stuff today. So we went out last night to actually a really good new spot. Downtown Victoria. It's called Boom and Batten. It was awesome. I got a crab and prawn pasta. It's actually really good. We had like tuna tartare, some of the fresh bread, which was awesome. Got quite a few different things. So now, sad to say, but like this is all waste. I don't know what else to do with it. I don't think you can do much. There's not much flavor there. Do you have to peel it? I don't know. Maybe it'll make you sick if you eat the shell. Doesn't really taste like much though. It's not bad. It's not great though. Okay, so the favas are pretty small and we kind of want to cook all of this together at the same time. So let's cut the peas down. And I think it's really nice if we cut the peas in length so you get like one little pea in each cut. Your mom's driving up from Texas with Texas barbecue this weekend. Oh, I'm jelly. So something like that maybe? Do you know where she's getting it from, Cookie? The shell gets tough if you cook it. Oh, okay. This makes sense now. Thanks, Mom. Mom grew up eating lots of favas. Luling City. Is that how you say it? Luling or lulling? Okay, that, we're almost there. And now I'm just gonna quickly wash up our nasturtium leaves. And we'll chop those, and then all we have to do, cook our veggies, our salmon, and our gnocchi. We're there, guys. We're 2 hours in only. That's not bad. Making everything from scratch. We got the gnocchi done first, so it didn't stress us out. What just happened on my computer? Sammy, get out of my computer. I see you doing stuff. It's like remote access on Caitlin's computer. I didn't grant anyone access, so who the F? Who the F? I just wanted to make sure it was you. Who's in my computer door? The wish link is not correct? What? Oh, it's true. It goes straight to the dono page, hey? Okay, I need to fix that. I need to fix that, Annie. Thank you. Noted, like literally noted as I'm writing it down. What would I do without you guys? Just keeping me on point. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stack all of these that are kind of the same size. That's the one we taste tested. I wish we had some of the nasturtium flowers already, but nothing's blooming quite yet. Because that would be really nice for a garnish, because you can eat the flowers as well as the leaves. So many green things, hey, Omat? And everything's from the garden. I'm so pumped. Actually, sorry, not the garlic scapes, that's a lie. That's from the farm. So let's do like 1-inch pieces. So it's kind of easy to eat still with the gnocchi. I feel like whenever you're making gnocchi, you always want to match what you're putting in the dish to the size of the gnocchi. It's like we made our gnocchi a little bit bigger so we can have our stuff a touch bigger. And that way you can still have a little bit of everything in each bite. Yeah, this is seriously has like a really nice caper smell to it as I'm cutting it. But it just doesn't have all that salt, right? Because there's no caper here, it's just the leaf. Very cool. Garlic grows really well actually, where we are. It's like we were turning away people from the restaurant that were bringing garlic scapes. They're like, hey, we have garlic scapes. We're like, no, we can't take any more. Like we had to turn people away because there's just that many. It's pretty cool though. Okay, so our list. Garlic scape, tomato done, peas, nasturtium, fava, basil. I'll get some lemon out. I think some dill could be really nice in here as well. That. I think the deer was munching there. I think so, because I heard something funny too. And like the wisteria was kind of moving, but I just thought it was a bee in there. Wow, this looks fake.
Oh, well, Susanna's out there. It's probably her moving around on her desk.
Oh, okay.
Pasha's looking for some more bird eggs.
Yeah.
Shells, yeah.
Okay, we got that dill. And I think we are good to start cooking now. All of our stuff is mise en place, aka everything is in its place. Washed off, no buggies. Here's the thing though, Annie, is that if you go to the merch site from my channel page, then you can also see my wish list there. Might just have to do that. Just gonna pick this off the stem and then give it a quick little chop. I was thinking about maybe putting chives, but I think the garlic scape will be enough of that kind of oniony flavor. Don't want to complicate it too much. Choppity chop. The basil will just tear that up over top of the dish last minute. I don't want to chop that because it'll just get brown. That's a last minute one. Okay, so gnocchi is literally going to take probably a minute or two to boil in the pot. The salmon will take the longest to cook, but seriously, it won't take that long either because those pieces aren't very big. So maybe 6 minutes for the salmon, about 3 minutes or so on each side. And then just to start our sauce, so we'll start by sauteing the garlic scapes, and then we can throw in the fava, the peas, our blistered tomatoes that we did earlier, the nasturtium leaves, and the dill. Add a little bit of wine, maybe a little bit of butter or cream, and then we'll be able to put our gnocchi in fresh from the pot, and then we'll put our salmon on top. I think that's good. I think it's at the top, Annie. You can scroll between like my channel, my wish list, and the merch store. Unless that's something that only I can see. Maybe it is something that only I can see. Interesting. It's true, isn't it? That's weird. Now we know. It is not what you think it is. Well, thanks, guys. It is something only I can see. I will fix that after stream then. I will streamline that. Oh, totally, totally. I will figure it out. How do I want to do this? I might reuse our tomato pan to cook the salmon, and that way we have the bigger pan to toss our gnocchi into. scrub all the tomato caramel off of it first. Okay. Are we ready to get cooking? Okay, salmon pan on. I think I'm gonna go like medium-high heat because I want to get some color onto there. So that's this. I think I might switch this over. I know we're kind of juggling our burners here. And then put our saucepan on the other side. Sammy, am I blind or is the brazier not live here?
What?
Where's the brazier?
Oh, it's in the oven. And then it was warming it up.
Okay. I was like, am I blind, guys?
Found it.
Or does the brazier not live here anymore? It still lives here. We are okay. Okay, so we want this water really boiling for our gnocchi. We're gonna use grapeseed oil for the salmon so that we can cook it at a nice high heat. So let's coat the bottom of that pan right now. Get it heating up. But then I think we're gonna do a mix of olive oil and butter for our pasta sauce. Something a bit more rich. And then that'll kind of create the base for the sauce as well, because we'll use a little bit of white wine. We'll be good. Just a bit of butter. Yeah, it has a higher smoke point. It's actually pretty mild, grapeseed. Like similar to canola, I would say. That was a good one, Annie. Yeah, we're not skimping on the butter, guys. Yeah, a little Paul McCartney humor, if you will. Okay, I'm going to grab that gnocchi real quick. And I think my mic goes fuzzy over there too, so just a quick mute. Save your ears. We're back. Check it out, guys. And these are actually like almost rock rock solid frozen. That's awesome. So those were in there for just over an hour in the freezer. And they firmed up that much. That's great. So all we have to do is drop this into our boiling water. We want to make sure that it's boiling right off the bat. And then as soon as it floats to the top, they're done. But I want to drop them all at once and make sure that our pasta sauce is already good to go. So that's okay if these sit here for a couple of minutes while we saute our veg and cook our salmon. The gnocchi should be the last thing you cook for this dish. Great. I just loosened it all off of that pan. Really wasn't hard. I honestly prefer to like freeze it or really chill it well, and that way I know that it won't fall apart in the water. Okay, let's put our garlic scapes in the pan, get those going, and then we'll put our salmon in as well. We will need to salt and pepper the salmon still. Maybe I shouldn't put the salmon pan by the water. Splashing. A little grind of fresh pepper. And what did I say? 6 minutes to cook it. Let's do this. The pan is smoking. That's awesome. Really, really hot. Just get that oil spread back out and go for the drop. Okay, so our scapes are sizzling. We can put the peas in there pretty soon here. Our salmon's been dropped. And our gnocchi is so ready. Yeah, that is cooking quick. The belly piece cooks so quick just because it's so fatty. I'll float too. Look, Ma, it's floating. Okay, I'm putting the peas in our pan with the favas. The peas don't need much heat, nor do the fava, because they're already cooked now. So you don't want to cook this really. Just want to make it into the sauce. Give that a little stir together. Nasturtium. And the dill will wait for the end as well, otherwise it will turn brown. That is smelling really, really good. Just looking at our salmon, I think I'm gonna go for a flip, guys. Let's see the color. Put this oil back on this other side too. Nice, not even sticking. Nice. Okay. Obviously the burner, you can tell it's a bit small for this pan. That piece though, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna deglaze our sauce really quick with some white wine. And then we're gonna drop the gnocchi. I'm gonna turn up this fan for a touch as well. Turning salmon pan off so I can just finish cooking. Ready, guys? Might have to do this in a couple handfuls. But we do want to try and drop it all at the same time. And you're gonna notice as you drop the gnocchi and it's gonna cool the water off. So you want it really, really high to start. Basically, you want it to keep boiling. When it stops boiling and everything sinks, that's not so good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this all, and then we're gonna put the lid back on. So it can come up as fast as possible. I'm gonna check this salmon in a second here. Looking like it's still cooking really nice though. Might turn this piece so that the thicker part is on the inside, because I can see it's a little under. That's done. Those are both looking really good. Guys, ready for this? Get that onto the burner. It's on the power burner, so it should come up pretty quickly here. Yeah, this one piece here is definitely perfection, and I'm just putting that onto a cooling rack so that it doesn't really sit and keep cooking on a flat surface like a plate. Okay, I'm gonna stir this. Oh look, one's floating. I don't want it to stick to the bottom though, so let's give this a swirly. Yeah! Look at those pillows. That's a line said by Pennywise the clown in the movie It. Ah, I've never seen that yet. Starchy pillows. Okay, so once they're floating, let's scoop them into our scapes. I'm just gonna turn this off now. We don't want our peas to go too brown on us, right? These feel super nice. Okay, that's that. Done with that. Last thing going in, blistered tomatoes. And now we stir. Oh, and our dill. We're gonna come over here so you guys can see this a little better. It's looking really good. So on the cutting board, which pillows? The gnocchi pillows. Look at our salmon. She's resting out, getting all happy. Should be pretty like medium well, I would say. What's the science behind why they float when they're done? I don't know. I guess it probably is from the eggs.
Egg and cheese.
Because when eggs are cooked, they float, right?
Is that what it?
Yeah, that should be good now. Okay, so gently stir. Your gnocchi shouldn't fall apart. If we did this right, she shouldn't fall apart. And you can make the choice whether you want to brown your gnocchi or not. Today we're not. We skipped that step. I feel like all of our ingredients are really nice, so we don't need that extra fry time. Tear a couple pieces of basil in here. And we'll put a couple of pieces on top. Gotta grate some Asiago on top. And then our salmon. And you're gonna come in with a touch of black pepper. And then we gotta taste it. See if it needs any salt. Taste it up, Sammy.
Sammy?
Sammy. Sammy's seasoning for us. See how the blistered tomatoes kind of just fall apart and create this awesome sauce on their own? Nice. It needed quite a bit then. Don't forget, we gotta add cheese still. Yep, guys.
I don't think I need cheese.
Those pillows, though. Sammy doesn't need cheese. It's pretty cheesy, I would say. There's quite a bit of Asiago. That's for me. I think I want to go white bowl though, so that can be you.
Fine.
We need the contrast. Just to making sure you took the right pieces of salmon.
Yeah, I know.
He knows, guys.
Not the really nice one.
Don't take the nice one, Sammy. Reese's pants. We got those the first time we went to Vegas. How's it going today, Dust Pirate? I hope you are well. We're just plating up. You're right on time. Should we get a close-up, guys? Look at that blistered tomato. That's happiness. Our piece of salmon. Look at those juices. Nicely rested. Right on top. Nestle it in there. You're watching Tilly for a bit. Nice. Well, thanks for stopping by. Now, just tear up a couple pieces of basil. It's like a blister in the sun. Are you in heaven, dear? All he keeps, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but he's just like, I don't think we need cheese, honestly, guys. I think we're good. Yeah, let Annie in. We killed it on this one, I think. All these flavors are so good together as well. Yeah, I'm just backing up for a sec so I can photo. Are you okay? Annie's got the calf. I don't love the shadows here. We don't love the shadows. I go elsewhere. This though, this new space for me might be better. That's all right.
I'll come back and hang out.
Yeah, Sammy, come back. Yum. Sammy thought we would be eating at 5:30. Fooled him.
Hey, good job. High five.
2.5 hours to make gnocchi and salmon meal?
Only 7 more weeks so I get to work with my best friend every day again.
Dearie, thanks, Cookie. Okay, I just want a close up so we can see how I cook this salmon. It's over or it's good? This piece actually looks pretty perfect. It's like just medium in the middle. Oh yeah, she's still juicy. Ten out of 10 would eat. I always consider salmon such a treat just because it's so rich. I find that it's something that I always crave.
Save the belly for last.
Yeah, you got 2 belly pieces. I did not. You can tell the gnocchi's cheesy because as it sits there, it gets a little bit harder, right? The Asiago in it. The fresh dill and basil is awesome. The sweetness from the tomato. It's like really fruity too. What about wrapping salmon in a nasturtium leaf? Like I'm loving this nasturtium salmon combo right now.
It's true.
It's all of the caper, but none of the salt. Sammy wants to lick the bowl.
I did.
Oh, I didn't even see.
I did already. Is there another piece of salmon for tomorrow?
There's 3 or 4 in the fridge. You just have to cook them. I didn't want to cook it too early. Plus, I didn't have room. The fresh hit of basil in those bites. Like, I'm not even going for this salmon. I'm all over the gnocchi right now. But look at that. What is that? An earplug?
Yeah, but look how big it got.
Why is he throwing this at me? Yuck. Ooh. Yeah, doing like lettuce wraps with the nasturtium leaves. Sammy said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Do it with duck.
But what about doing it with like a salmon tartare, like raw? And kind of doing like a sushi cone?
Or duck.
Or duck. Or duck, you know, salmon or duck. That sounds so good.
We have 2 duck in the freezer.
Okay, guys. We're wrapping it up. Who dare we raid today? Who do we got on? Tabatai still on? I think he might be gone, Salmon. We got Hunger Service. Oh, yeah? Should we go raid Tabatai? Is that what we want? Oh, we are? Oh gosh. I left the chat. I didn't see what's what. Tabatai, let's do it. Okay, guys. Whoop, whoop. Okay. We got some new entries into the subscriber giveaway today. Thank you so much for, I believe it was all resubs actually. No new subs yet. Totally fine. Thank you, Annie, for the gifted sub to OMAD as well. Magic Cookie for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you, guys. And thank you very much for your patience earlier on our IRL stream, testing out the new server. Things are bound to go wrong, and I'm glad everyone knows that. We came back for you, though, and we decided we should cook. Norges just pops in. The man himself, crushing the goal last week. Norges, how are you? Thank you for the 11 months. I can't believe it. So much has happened in the 11 months. And you are definitely a key player in this channel. Thank you so much, man, as always. I really can't do anything more for you, but let me know if I can. Elvin, you're too late. But we do have an extra plate if you can make it here in time.
Elvin!
Yeah, Elvin! How are you though, man? We won't leave yet. I need to see how Elvin is. If he's working himself to death or not. So you running the place or what? Okay, we are getting ready to still raid Graham though. We're going in. Sammy! Norges just popped in.
Norges!
End of stream. I know, the worst timing. This is the remnants of what we made though. Today I made gnocchi without a recipe, but it also didn't have potato. So it's actually called nudie. It's made with ricotta.
Like, you did really good.
I'm proud of myself. That was my challenge for myself today. And we did it. Back it up, Sammy.
Look at these bananas.
Perfection.
These are the most perfect bananas I've ever seen in Canada.
It's true, it's true. Okay, going to raid Graham. Thank you, Elvin and Norges, for popping in last minute. And we will be back on tomorrow, guys. I'm cooking dinner for this one. That's the one. Yeah, destined for smoothies. You know it. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Sorry that I'm going, Norges and Elvin. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bathtub? Bathtub with the subscription? It's not too late. I'll write you down and put you into the giveaway. Bye.